You know, I've been thinking about this young boy, K Flock from the Bronx, man. You know, my home borough where I was born and raised, and just looking at the situation. And I've seen a lot of people have commentary on it. Shout out to my brother Purse, whose video I posted. Shout out to Shabazz the OG, a lot of other brothers who I respect, you know, and their perspectives were definitely on point. But, you know, as I've been analyzing over the last couple of years, man, I really understand that there's a major issue, you know, and the reality of the situation is that violence and murder in our communities and in hip hop is incentivized. And I know we can point at the labels and we can say, let's talk about the labels and let's talk about the artists who do this, right? But there has to be very key components, right? First of all, we live in the internet era. We live in the internet era where these artists are big before they even get signed to a label. These artists are making $10,000 and $15,000 a show. They're getting paid $10,000, $15,000 for features before any label thinks about signing them. They got 1 million views on videos before they even get about signing them. And the reality is the only artists that they're signing is the dudes who got real street beef. Do you realize that? Do you realize that real street beef is being promoted, advocated, marketed, and incentivized? Meaning they are paying people for real street beef. So if you look at the last couple of artists, you know that a lot of these Chicago dudes have real street beef. They made them hot. You look at Pooh Shiesty, they say it's a real situation. They made them hot. If you look at all of them, and we keep saying why these dudes going to jail, why they getting murdered, because the reason why they got signed or got any buzz in the first place is because they beef was being promoted. That's what the problem is. And y'all see why, this is why I have issues with these bloggers, with these blog sites, right? When you look at what their whole platform is built off, when you look at how they got their platform, because they told you, they promoted an artist that had nothing but drama and beef and pushed it to the next level to where the artist was so big because they promoted this beef and this violence. When that's what your whole platform is based on, then you are the problem. Right now, the internet bloggers and the dudes who promote these young 13 and 14-year-old dudes who's out there shooting each other is more important and more valuable than a record label. So they tell you that bullshit. No, they are dictating what hip hop is right now. And they've dictated that hip hop is the person who's really shooting. Hip hop is the one who got the real beef, who really robbed somebody, who put the video on the internet, who pissed on somebody's grave, who said, we smoking on your dead ops. This is what the internet is creating. So as much as I want to, listen, the person who shot somebody, they're going to be held accountable. They going to jail. We know that, right? The record labels, they not going to sign you until you get hot on the internet first. So who you think is really the problem? If we was advocating that young dudes that was doing something positive, that could actually rap, that was doing something different, if we was making that what was trending, right? If we was making that what was getting people signed, if we was making that what the culture is, if that's what the internet was promoting, then that's what the record labels would be signing, right? If that's what the internet was promoting, then that's what these young kids was doing. But how the hell I'm gonna tell a young kid that I can't support, I can't pay his bills, I can't get him out of this situation, that the way that they telling him he's going to get some money and get out the hood, not to do it. Right? That's what we got to talk about. Yeah, we're going to talk about the people who surrounding you, but they trying to get out the hood too. So when they got these little 14, 15, 16-year-old kids that's getting a buzz because they shooters, they real shooters, and they don't put it on the internet and everybody want to follow it, and these bloggers is promoting it like it's the biggest shit in the world, they going to follow suit. They dead broke like everybody else. So let's have real conversations. When we say boycott black murder, we can't allow the people that's advocating and promoting and marketing and getting rich off using platforms to promote these young kids that's killing each other. That's the reason why the labels are signing them. So yeah, we want to blame the labels, but you know why the labels think they're hot? Because these young niggas they putting these young niggas on these platforms and they promoting it like they Jesus. And then they gonna say, damn, it's messed up. You had a future. No, the future was built off murder. The future was built off violence. The future was built off them being the shooter. So they never really had a future because either they was gonna go to jail or the nigga who they ops is that they got a million spins on because they talked about killing the op, their family was gonna come kill them. So did they really have an opportunity? Was they really on their way out the hood? Or is it fool's gold? Let's be realistic, man. We got to start calling them out. We got to start calling out the reality of the shit that's going on. This internet and these bloggers and everybody on this internet is promoting these violence and incentivizing these kids to shoot each other and kill each other is a bigger problem than even a kid, because a kid's frontal lobe is not even developed. He don't even know what he's doing. Half these kids don't even know what they're doing. They about to do life in prison and don't even know why. They're going to wake up in 5 years and realize they threw their life away because they brought into some bullshit. So if we really talking about saving these kids, then we gotta stop. We gotta start grabbing the people that's promoting this shit. We gotta start grabbing. We gotta ignore and erase the motherfucking platforms that are incentivizing this shit. And then you guarantee the labels ain't gonna sign them when they ain't hot. When the internet ain't promoting that shit, they don't go and they don't got 2 million spins and 300 million views on YouTube or some platform. You think the label gonna sign them? The label signing what y'all say is hot. So we dictate what the fuck is going on out here. So if we want to save these kids, then we got to stop promoting and advocating and incentivizing black murder.